What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Super Mario Odyssey. Mario. Such a rare thing on this channel. Nintendo in general. RoboBrood battle. Requested by TryEdge101 on Patreon. Thank you very much. It's from channel Yoshi's VGM. Now, just a very quick thing. I've only done Super Mario Odyssey twice. And the song Steam Gardens is, to this day, since the day I heard it, to this day, my sound check. Every time I, do one of these videos or go on stream, my sound check is Steam Gardens. I love that song. So I'm not sure who composed this one. This game has a bunch of composers. I see here Koji Kondo, Shihu Fuji, and Nado Kubo. On the Nintendo Switch. Kind of a short one. So let's see. Just as one more thing too, I have my air conditioner blasting, so I might mute my microphone just so, yeah, but we'll see. RoboBrood battle, requested by TryEdge101. Let's go. What? It's brutal with horns. That's something you don't hear combined. Dude, that bass is going nuts. This doesn't even sound like Mario to me. It's such a simple chord. Dun 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 da da da. What the heck? I don't even know Mario was capable of this. I was originally going to listen to it again, just because it's so short, which I will on my own time, but I have enough to talk about it already. What the hell was that? So, quickly, for anyone who's new here or something, I never owned a Nintendo console, besides a Game Boy Color. So, anything Nintendo, I don't know. Mario, Kirby, all that. I don't know any of that. I grew up with PlayStation and Sega. So, when I first started hearing Mario songs on the channel, obviously, I was like, okay, well, that doesn't sound like the main song I know, which is, dun 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 dun, the main theme. I figured it would move on at some point. So when I heard stuff like Steam Gardens and the main menu and all that, I was like, oh, this is cool. There's a lot of musicianship and, it's catchy. That I expected. Like some kind of just catchy jingles and, it's a plumber dude, main mascot. But this one sounded like something out of Dark Souls or something. So I didn't even know. I mean, it makes sense now looking back at it. Like, okay, these games have been around for a long time. They gotta have some diversion. But or diversity, but it's just not what I expected, I guess. You know, I've heard pretty much like positive sounding, nice, cool jingle type songs. Very professional though, but it never anything intense. So I can safely say to this day that is the most intense Mario song I've heard in my life. And what's funny is that it wasn't even that crazy. But what made it good is how simple it was. This was a very less is more type thing. The chords are so simple. The song never changes. It's extremely loop heavy. It almost sounds like a song that, to me, like how simple it is, it sounds like it was maybe not even intended to be in the game type of thing. Like it was just recorded and just to test instruments or something, and then someone was like, "Hey, what is that? That sounds kind of cool. Put it in," you know, because it's just literally dun 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 da da dun 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 da do. That's it. For the most part, that's it. But what keeps it cool and awesome is everything sounds good. The percussion sounds amazing. The bass sounds incredible. The electric bass, dun 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 dun, galloping and everything, and this like. These trumpets, I'm assuming they're trumpets, because trombones are a lot lower, but whatever, you know, that was cool. So that was extremely quick, and looking at the title, I'm like, okay, well, obviously this is going to be a fight. RoboBrood hints at maybe a robot, but I gotta be honest, when I saw the title, two things came to mind. I was like, okay, this is Mario. So I'm in for something lighthearted, but also I saw the name Robo. I was like, okay, well, assumptions, maybe technological sounding, maybe even EDM or something. But I wasn't expecting this kind of orchestral, cinematic stabs. You know, the only thing missing from that was like a deep choir or something. But it's nice to know that there's this much variety. I mean, like I said, it makes sense now. You know, it can't just all be one thing. But the thing is, I didn't know what to expect with Mario because I never played these games. I just know if you don't have to be around video games to know who Mario is, right? It's Mario. But growing up with Sega and then the PlayStation and then into almost not playing anything, you know, the whole Mario experience is still very foreign to me. And based on what I've heard so far, which is very little, I've heard less than like 6 Mario songs in my life. Based on what I've heard, I can pretty safely assume that the soundtrack in general for all the games are very diverse and have a lot of love put into it. I feel like being Nintendo's like love child, they don't mess around type of thing. High quality, just everything. So it's nice to know that they can do this kind of evil sounding stuff. And now that I think about it, there's probably like hip hop sounding stuff. There's probably maybe even some metal type stuff. Because we know they have surf rock covered. Damn, dude. Who knows when I'll ever play one? I did have a viewer recently gift me a Nintendo Switch. I don't own it yet, but I do have access to a Switch now, I guess, whenever that is. And I think it's kind of goes without saying that probably one of the first games I'll play on that will be like either a Xenoblade game or a Mario game or something that I missed out on, right? And so far, Odyssey is, I don't know. You know one thing before I go, there's 3 games I always consider like the really big 3. That'd be like Sonic, Pokemon, and Mario. In gaming, like everyone just knows those 3, even if you're not a gamer. And 2 of those games, people have said the same thing. Where, because it's there's millions of players that it's bound to have communities like this. Whereas people will be like, there's one thing you can depend on both games, and that's no matter how crappy or good the game is, the soundtracks always deliver, and that's Sonic and Pokemon. I've never really heard that with Mario. I feel like Mario is always well liked. I'm sure there's games that are probably less good than others, but at the same time, maybe its worst game is still quite good type of thing. That's what I'm getting at. For something, because you have to put it in perspective. This mascot has been around longer than most people have been alive, including myself. That doesn't just happen by accident. There's serendipitous things, but at the end of the day, money talks, and there's a reason why everyone knows what or who this character is. So I have a feeling that like the quality is always there, and you can pretty much never go wrong, even at their worst. So that's my assumption with it. And now that I'm hearing the songs, it's kind of leaning towards that. That was cool. And to me, it's a very nice thing to be able to experience multiple genres from these games and lots of world building. So that's what I got out of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So awesome. I still have many more Mario songs, don't worry, from different games all over the place. RoboBrood battle, let me know more about that. Let me know if you agree with anything that I just said, or if I was totally off. It's fine. And since I feel like the community is going to come and watch this one, let me know what your favorite Mario game is and what your least favorite Mario game is and why. I'm just curious based on what I said. I never really asked things like that, but curiosity has struck. Cool. RoboBrood battle. Thank you, Triad101. Thanks to everyone that you see here. I cannot be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Have a nice night. Wahoo.